Hey guys, Gossip and Reactions, Marie's Take. I am going to respond to a video I did that has a lot of talk. People are leaving comments, and I appreciate that because it is important for us black women to discuss our situation, to let each other know how we feel about a certain circumstances in our lives. And of course, I don't want nobody to take what I said in the video personal, because I am also a single mom and I did not choose to be a single mom. Anyhow, to make sure I give the whole course of the video, the title was Why Black Women Feels Like It's Okay to Be a Single Mom. Tell the truth will set you free. And a lot of people been watching, leaving comments and share, and I appreciate that. And one person that left a comment, I'm not gonna say her whole name, it's at Miss K, and I'm sure she knows who she is. I responded to her because her situation was different, and I'm going to explain it to you guys how I feel about why being a single mom in a certain situation, there was nothing wrong with that. And I'm gonna include myself, okay? This is what she wrote to me. She says, I can only speak for me. I didn't ask to be a single mom. My husband passed away from cancer, and I'm really deeply sorry to hear that. My condolences to you. I'm sorry for your pain. In some circumstances, we have no choice. We have to do what we have to do, become mom and dad, and handle business. And I understand that. Let me finish what she said. A lot of black men don't want to be stepfathers. So what am I supposed to do? So I raise my children and they are great. Most African men in America only want American women for papers. Their real wife are in Africa. I kind of, whoa, okay, that was shocking to me, but I can see where you're going with that. And thank you so much for your input. And I am going to explain the situation why sometimes we have no choice being a single mom. Listen, when I am speaking about us being single mom and some black women feel like it's okay, in my situation, I wanted to have a man on my side. I wanted to have daddy and mommy to raise my kids, okay? I have 4 kids. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You can take it for what it is, okay? I have 2 baby daddies. The first one was a control freak. He did not believe in education. And sometimes he can be violent. And I pray to God, I don't want this for my kids. I don't want this for myself. We would break up, come back, make up, whatever, but it did not work out. And finally, he get in trouble with the law. They deported him to his country. I don't have to be into detail with that. So I find somebody else. And that person was somebody I knew from high school. Initially, we were friends, and I never thought seeing me with him in a sexual way. But he went to the Navy, came back home. He started to talk to me in a sense like getting together in a sexual way. I'm like, I cannot see this, but somehow we surpassed that. I ended up with 2 kids, okay? And I cared for him. Initially, he showed respect, appreciation, understanding, and I fell for it because he loved my 2 older kids, okay? But when I have his 2 kids, he did not show same interest. It kind of turned me off, okay? Again, we will go to the same pattern. Break up, come back. But one thing I have to say, when you are with a man that has a womb in their mother's house as a child and still have the womb there for just in case, it's a bad mistake. The mother will always tell them, oh, you have an issue with so-and-so? Don't worry. Your womb's still there. Come home. The house is yours. So he would use that as an excuse whenever we had a discussion or something. He would go to his mom's house. And one of those days that he went to his mom's house, it lasted longer, like a month. And by him being there, not speaking to me, we did not have any kind of communication. He happened to find somebody else, married that person, and have a child with that person. It was a complete blow for me, because we were engaged once, never get to, get married. Again, it's a long story. Maybe one day I would take time to explain everything. But somehow this guy, he goes and come back, even though after he had a child with somebody else, married with that child, with that, person, divorced that person, come back with me, and somehow he did the ultimate thing. I went to work one day. We had some kind of disagreement about something. And there were signs that this guy, no matter what you do, he will never be happy, okay? He was confused about being a man in the house, right? Financially, he would contribute, but when it comes to helping with the kids, I remember going to school, trying to educate myself. He was not for it. He was not helping out. He was a total loser in a sense, but I could not see it at the time because I was trying to make it work, okay? So again, to get back to the story, this man, when I came home from work, I saw stuff was in the living room all over the place. I said, what's going on? I thought when we had the whatever disagreement we had, I thought when I get home, we will talk about it. Things will be all right. But somehow he had plans to leave. He wait till I go to work, and he came home like maybe 15 to 30 minutes before I got home, in a rush, in a hurry, took his stuff and left. My younger son was 5. My second son was 10 at the time. He's gone. And let me tell you something, guys. They have not seen him since. It's been 12 years. Another thing he did that was bad, he had a great job here in Miami, Florida. He literally left a job to go to Texas, and he lost the job, came back to Miami, and go modify the child support from $400 to $500 every 2 weeks to almost $160. So he was a total loser. And while we were together, he always threatened me, saying he wanted to go to Spain to fake his death so he doesn't pay child support. So somehow, I don't know how I end up with that loser. We were friends at first, but he did me really wrong. He did me dirty. I would cook, clean, and do whatever a man desired, a man wants. I would please him, make sure he dressed well, make sure he has the latest Jordan. I took care of this man, but somehow it did not work out. That's my part. And when it comes to this lady, Miss K, in this situation, you really have no choice. Your husband passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. We have to do what we can to raise our kids, okay? In my situation, I did not want the guy to leave, but he left. I'm not going to go look for him. I'm not going to beg him to come back. He left. And like I said, it's been 12 years since he's gone, okay? So that's my life story. It's way darker, but it is what it is. I'm just going to give you a little bit. Okay. When I said why black women feels like it's okay to be a single mom, tell the truth will set you free. Guys, it is tough. Now, my youngest is 15. My oldest is 24. And I remember there were times I didn't know what to do. My mother was not supportive of helping me with the kids because she had a job. She had to handle her business. So with 4 kids, a single mom, trying to go to school to educate myself, going to work full time, it was tough on me. I remember a time I was 110 pounds. Yeah, I lost so much weight trying to go to school, trying to go to work, trying to take care of my kids. It was really tough on me. So that's what I'm saying. When I see women on TikTok saying, I'm going to dump you, I'm going to divorce you, I'm like, do not advertise that. Try to make it work if you can seek help. If he is a woman abuser, if he is a sexually abuse you, verbally, physically, You don't stay in stuff like that. It's gonna end up being dead or in jail. You don't want that. Leave before it gets worse. But if it's little petty stuff about how much income he brings, not helping you around the house, have a conversation. Talk to him. Take him to counseling. Like, see if we can do it together. I don't want people to stay in the relationship just because of the kids. It's not going to work out. You're wasting precious time, life, precious things that you could have achieved by yourself than being with somebody who is not helping you. Okay? I'm not asking you to stay in those relationships. But when it comes to little stuff that you can, make it work, make it work. Don't threat the man or don't threat the woman. I'm going to leave you. I already have somebody. I'm going to reunite with my ex. Oh, they've been trying. Like, some women do stuff to get attention from the men. Look, you have this good thing at home. You're not handling business. You're not taking care of me. I am going to leave. It's not worth it, y'all. We see this young lady. I'm going to do a video on her separately. And Tia Morry, separate. This young lady, Rose Miller, TikTok young lady with this white older gentleman. They have 2 kids biologically together and 2 kids she had previously. She gave me dumb, stupid, ridiculous. When people did not expect to have money in their life and they ended up with money, they don't know how to behave. Their behavior changed. They set of mind. Like, it's like they can't handle themselves. They have a few thousands of dollars in the bank. That's one thing. I'm going to give you more details because I'm going to do a video separately on her because she drives me nuts. Tia Morry, I know for sure now she regrets disrespecting, divorcing Hodrick. What's his name? What's his full name? Forgive me. Her husband. When she was the breadwinner, she threw it in his face all the time. I'm tired of it. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm taking care of the bills, whatever. She divorced the guy and she goes in this ramp of talking about how great it is to be divorced, how free it is, how wonderful it is. In reality, it's not. You don't want to be in the bed by yourself. You don't want to be you and the kids. Somebody's missing, somebody who was there so long, respecting you, loving you, giving you all. I think Corey Hodrick, now I get the name, will worship the planet that Tia Morry walked on. That's how much the guy loved and respected his wife. And he still do until today, even though they're not together. She divorced the guy, and I think it was a big mistake. I'm going to have a video on that. Please watch. Give me your opinion. I don't think there was disrespect or there was any kind of abuse going on in the relationship. It's just like she felt like she still had it. And she could have done better than Corey Hodrick. And he's a fine man, let me tell you. He's a good-looking young man. And let me tell you something, guys. It's one thing to be attractive, to be good-looking. But when you have a little bit of money, it makes the difference. Corey Hodrick is shining right now. Wherever he goes, whatever he wears, it seems like the stress the wife used to put on him is no longer there. He's looking amazing, fantastic. And I know that's the reason she regrets divorcing this man. Sometimes take a little bit of time. Try to make it work. There is no reason for us not to make it work. You think the grass is greener from the other side. It's not, baby. It's the same old shit, smelling the same way, okay? Try to make it work. Stop running to try to find somebody else. It's not the same. Again, I'm going to do a video on Tia Morry regretting divorcing Corey Hodrick, because at the end of the day, the guy looking amazing, fantastic, and all these women that used to say, go girl, do it, dump him, they are saying, oh, I think you made a mistake. He's a fine brother. Do you see? Women are your worst enemy. Us women, we are our own and our friends, sisters' worst enemy. We give them the wrong advice because they're doing better than us, y'all. Stop doing that. You're not a professional. You did not go to school to learn how to deal with stress, with problem, with relationship. Why are you giving your opinions and the dumb... We listen to it. She is lonely. She's on TikTok. She says she's on her whole face. What are you doing? You Tia Morry, for peace sake. Thank you, guys. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to have a different video on Miller Rose, whatever the hell her name is. I don't care for her like that. I'm going to have a video on Tia Morry. Why black women feel like it's okay to be a single mom. At the end of the day, it is great. It is wonderful to have daddy at home, if daddy is the right daddy. Because some of them are crazy as hell. If we cannot handle it, get rid of them. And another one from Miss K. I apologize. I'm sorry. It's not your fault your husband passed. And yes, you can find a great man. And I will tell you, it's been 10 to 12 years. I am not in a relationship. I'm not seeking to be in one. I don't trust men these days. They will not tell you the truth. Some of them are sick. They're not going to tell you they're sick. They are spreading HIV, syphilis, chlamydia, herpes, whatever you call it. They are spreading it. They don't care who they get sick. They feel like somebody give it to them. They got to give it to somebody else. I'm good. It's me, my kids, my investment. I am not stressed at all. I wake up looking like this, feeling like this. I am good to go. I don't need this stress in my life. I don't care. In my young age, in my 20s and my 30s, they're going to say, oh, how old is she? I'm in my early 40s. Y'all need to stop asking. I'm joking. In my 20s and my 30s, I was into it. I would make it work. I would find my way to make sure the guy is good in every way you can. I handle my man. I take care of my man. I tell my son the other day, I never let my man go anywhere in an empty stomach. I cook, I clean, I do what I can. One time my son said, Mom, you're such a good woman. Why you can't find a good man? I said, it's okay. It's okay, my son. I don't want to bring somebody around who's not going to respect you guys, who's not going to respect me and give me the love, appreciation, and understanding that I need. And nowadays, you can't find those in men. Period. And I love men. And I love me a chocolate man. It's just that I can't find the right man. And I'm not looking for it. Subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Keep the comments coming, y'all. Keep them coming. Because one black woman's problem, one black woman's issue is all of our problems. Like I said, I'm not married. And I've been single for a long time. And I've been through hell raising my kids. But you know what? I can see the fruits of my labor is shining right now. My children are working. They're in school. They're doing good. I'm proud of them, y'all. Don't give up. If you have to be a single mom for the sake of your kids and you being alive and well, you go ahead and do it with all means. Do not stay in an abusive relationship. Do not stay because of the kids. Because at the end of the day, once they get older, it's going to be you wasting 10 to 20 years. Now you can't even find somebody. I'm not looking for nobody. I'm good. I don't need the stress. I just don't need the stress. But when it comes to other women, some women cannot be without sex. They cannot be without having a partner. I don't feel that way. If I have a man, we're good. We're going to have fun. But if I don't have one, I don't even think about it. Because I don't want to stress myself being with somebody who's not 100% thinking about me, doing what I want to do. You know, together as a union, we can make it work. But I am not going to go there. And I know you're not going to be faithful to me. And now with social media, I will tell you this, I'm a very jealous person. When I'm into somebody, it's me and you. There cannot be a third. There cannot be a third person in the mix. I'm not going to go for that. So that's a lot of reason I don't mind being single. I'm good. I don't have the stress like a lot of married women are having right now because they don't know where their husband at. Their husband have another family or have another child somewhere. I don't have to stress myself on that. Me, my children, my health, my investment, we're good to go. Subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Thank you for watching. Bye.